Focus. Ideate. Innovate. Enable. Automation Anywhere presents Future Ready India in collaboration with CNBC TV 18 and Forbes India, the future of insurance.
Hello and welcome to this brand new series. Automation Anywhere presents Future Ready India in collaboration with CNBC TV 18 and Forbes India. On this very special series, we're going to be deep diving into robotic process automation, a piece of technology that's really unlocking value for businesses, augmenting human potential, and really impacting different industry verticals. On the show today, our focus is on the future of the insurance sector, and I'm very pleased to be joined by eminent industry experts here today. Let me welcome them. Milan Sheth, Executive Vice President, India, Middle East, and Africa at Automation Anywhere. Kirti Patel, Senior Executive Vice President and CTO at Kotak Mahindra Life Insurance. Sachin Goel, Executive Vice President and CTO at Tata AIA Life Insurance. Kaizad Hiramanik, Chief of Operations and Customer Experience at Bajaj Allianz Life Insurance. Girish Nayak, Chief of Customer Service, Technology and Operations at ICICI Lombard. And Mayank Bhargav, CIO of Pramerica Life Insurance. Welcome, everyone. Thanks very much for taking out time and joining us here today. All of you are engaged in your respective organizations, leading them through digital transformation. And one cog in this wheel is that of robotic process automation, or RPA as we know it. So I want to begin with you, Milan, perhaps by setting the context for all of us. You are an enabler of robotic process automation for various companies across the board. As far as the insurance sector is concerned, it's a sector that is very paper heavy in terms of work. A large part of the work is mundane, it's repetitive tasks. There is a lot of paperwork involved. What are the broad areas that RPA can really simplify for insurance players?
Thanks, Mridhu. I think in every industry which is very high volume intensive or has a significant interactions with customers, agents, as well as internal employees, the bots, as we call it as loosely, comes in three broad areas: back office function, mid office function, and front office functions. Predominantly in the global context, whether it is settlement, claims, obviously the back office, HR, finance are the areas. Front office, contact centers, engaging with agents, distributors is the other area. And the middle area, which is compliance risk, is where you find that human workforce get augmented by technology like ours, Mridhu.
Right. Okay. So let's hear some of the experiences that all our leaders from the insurance domain have had, particularly through the lockdown and through this pandemic. Kazad, if I can come to you first, technology has, of course, been a crucial, unifying factor, as well as it has been crucial to business continuity during this pandemic. So share with us your experiences through the lockdown. How has RPA actually helped you continue business seamlessly?
I'd like to actually say that this lockdown has actually been a watershed in the mindset of insurers in terms of how to process high volume processing. So if you were to ask me, we have been on our RPA journey for close to a year now. And what we decided to do very clearly was pick up the deep back office functions first and, ensure that all, processes which were running on a schedule or were, very highly documented and, therefore stable would first move to this this technology. So that typically included stuff like file uploads, statements, data entry, checking of documents. So these typically in a large insurance company with millions of customers and with millions of inflection points in every policy really helped us in terms of ensuring that we didn't have any human dependence when the lockdown actually hit us. In addition, we are a highly vendorized, so we are highly outsourced to third-party outsourcing units. When those guys had to shut shop, a lot of those processes typically also came under the ambit of RPA. And because it's a fairly flexible tool, we were able to configure and move a lot of those processes as well. So we've got partners all over the country, and many of those cities shut down, reopened, and shut down all over again. Also in the aspect of customer service, on our website, for example, we have an intelligent bot which is powered by AI. And anytime a customer, and see a large number of customers actually shifted to the virtual mode because call centers were inaccessible or poorly manned. In addition, your branch network was completely shut thanks to the lockdown. And therefore, a large number of those customers who shifted to online and needed assistance, luckily had the bot, which is also AI powered to save them.
Good to hear those experiences. Girish, if I can bring you in as well, ICICI Lombard is, of course, the largest private non-life insurer in India. In that sense, volumes that Kaizad was talking about are really high for you as well. So give us a sense of how this technology has really helped you through the lockdown, especially with respect to your SME businesses that ICICI Lombard caters to.
ICICI Lombard, we've been using robotic process automation for almost 3 to 3.5 years now. We started off in early days with the back office automation because that is the easiest and simplest part that one usually uses RPA for. But somewhere along the way, we looked at our SME business and found a very interesting application for RPA on the front end of the business. In our SME business, again, the distribution is a challenge where we have a large agency force who are in tier 2, tier 3 cities. Our underwriting is largely concentrated at a few hubs. So whenever a quote is required by the agent, turnaround time was excessive. And main competition being the PSUs, who had a very large distribution branch networks at these places. The turnaround times of PSUs are much faster. So to get around that, we used RPA in a big way, using an email bot. So all the agent needs to do is put down the requirements in a email and send it across to a email ID. The bot reads the email using the simple NLP, understands what is there and accesses the right system and returns the code. We started off with issuance of code and turnaround times reduced from sometimes over a couple of days to just a few minutes. So under 5 minutes, you get a code by email. But we didn't stop there. We went on to add policy issuance also through this. So basically, if you can negotiate the quote, you can say that I want to add these risks, these add-ons, and the code gets regenerated. Again, all this interaction takes place by email, and the bot is reading the email and then accessing the back office systems and returning the code. And finally, if you are okay with the code, the agent kind of picks up the check and puts in the check details, and the policy gets issued and the PDF gets sent across on email as well. So the whole transaction gets done across when the agent is across the table from the customer, and everything through email.
Kirti, if I can come to you, you've been an early adopter of various technologies in the BFSI space. In your experience, what is the impact that RPA can have on organizational efficiency as a whole? Are transparency and accountability within the system much better when it comes to robotic process automation?
Our RPA journey started about a year and a half ago. And like everybody else, we started with the back office processes. To be specific, we started with the MIS reports, right? They were to be released to the business early in the morning, and our bot usage started, RPA usage started with automating MIS. And then we moved on to a lot of back office processes. The next ones to move were the bulk processing ones, where it would take a very long time for the teams to process. So like a bank statement upload and so on and so forth. We moved on to claims processing, accounting, policy servicing, and the works. Okay. So while the efficiency definitely came in, and it really helped us to handle these processes during the pandemic lockdown situation, what it also ensured that the turnaround times improved. Okay, I think there was a 50% reduction in the turnaround time. The quality naturally improved because it was built as per the quality and delivered as per the quality. The second use case that I would like to mention here is integrating two technical solutions, right? And we do carry a lot of legacy applications in our portfolio. It is very difficult for us insurers to move out of the legacy applications. Building integrations in the traditional way would have meant a lot of effort, and therefore a longer time and definitely a much bigger cost. So we are using actually RPA to integrate a lot of our applications. Okay, 90% cost reduction we have been able to achieve because of that, and of course the time to market is really less.
Automation Anywhere presents Future Ready India in collaboration with CNBC TV 18 and Forbes India, the future of insurance.
Insurance is also a space that is, heavily regulated. There are significant compliances to be met. Does robotic process automation play a great role there? How does it really aid insurers in meeting these complex requirements on time?
Yes, absolutely. With the pandemic hitting all the organizations, clearly there was a huge pressure on operations to deliver all the services. And as Kezad had mentioned earlier, and basically the customers would still need the same kind of service, and as a result, the expectations from a regulatory perspective continue to be the same. And all of this intelligent automation that we've been able to put in through RPA has really helped us to meet those SLAs or those expectations that had been laid out from a regulatory standpoint. We were able to continue to run the operations at the same level of efficiency. With RPA, we were able to significantly reduce the human reliance for the processes. And as a result, even though our employees were there at home, while their digital workers were still working in the enterprise at the same time, and be able to deliver the same quality of service and the same level of service, and at the same time meet the regulatory requirements that were laid out for us. So I think that really helped us during this time, and I see that happening going forward as well to continue to help.
Milan, just to ask you, there is often that debate about technology taking away human jobs. In the case of RPA, though, would you say that technology is actually augmenting human potential, freeing up humans for higher value jobs and creating perhaps, better careers for insurance professionals?
I think the robotics, we always say this, that we take robotic out of human. I think a lot of, whether it's insurance or any other industry, the amount of manual, repetitive, mundane work, and I think everybody referred to it in this conversation, so I won't say that. But I would just expand this a bit, Mridu. There are three broad ways in which bots are working. One is working end to end, seamlessly, automated, some examples we heard earlier. Second is augmenting human intelligence. Whether you are in a customer service, bot is allowing you to do things faster, better, cheaper. And the third area is dealing with significant unstructured and semi-structured data, because industry today still deals with PDFs, deals with large amount of paper, and I think that entire capturing it from one part, moving it to systems and another set of systems. I think that's where the RPA plus AI combination comes into play, and that's the opportunity. If you really see from to be cost competitive and lower the cost to serve as a business metric, is where and have higher customer engagement. I think those are the two things work hands in hand. If you're able to lower the cost to serve and increase the engagement with the customer, that kind of benefits the business as a whole. So that's where the technology's real benefit, if I may say, comes in for the insurance industry.
Okay, so let me also bring in Mayank. Mayank, the whole landscape of risk management is evolving very, very rapidly at this point in time, especially during the pandemic as businesses around the world have seen disruption. Can RPA play a significant role there? Do you think in future robotic process automation coupled with a lot of other emerging technologies like IoT or artificial intelligence could lead to better risk prediction and evaluation for insurers?
Yes, I think insurance is all about risk management, and I think seeing this pandemic has possibly accelerated the entrenchment of some of these emerging technologies for a better risk management. Leveraging RPA, in the front office, mid office, and the back office, one can have information about their digital workers or any of the components in the ecosystem coming in at the real time, which can possibly help the organizations take more informed decisions around the risk posture that they are getting to see. So some of the things that we are possibly not seeing as much is around the cybersecurity, where there are a lot of bots or technologies at play, taking the data, being generated across any of the digital devices on a real-time basis, leveraging it or cross-referencing it with the available feeds coming in from various agencies, and then determining the right course of action. So this is possibly yet another slightly differentiated use case for RPA. But I think others are very, very clearly in the space of underwriting, fraud management, thereby improving the overall risk management posture for the organization.
Insurance penetration in India, both life and non-life, is abysmally low. Can technology and can RPA in particular help increase that penetration, especially in a nation that's rapidly becoming digital first and mobile first?
Definitely, Mridu. Technology has been helping us increase our reach to the customer, as well as helping distribution increase their reach to the customer. So, like I mentioned earlier, the entire SME business, the distribution was in the tier 2 and tier 3 area regions, and we had to reach out there and increase our penetration in those areas. And without setting up physical distribution, a large amount of physical distribution, technology and RPA has definitely helped us access that region. Also, in terms of servicing customers, RPA in combination with other technologies like AI/ML go a long way. I mean, in our medical claims, when you go into hospital and you want authorization for your treatment, we have an AI process which tells you whether the claim is admissible and what is the amount that can be authorized. But the entire transaction, including reading the PDF which comes through OCR and then taking it through the various parts of the system to read the policy details and match it with the diagnosis and decide whether the claim is admissible. All those things are orchestrated by the RPA engine. So RPA, along with our AI/ML engine, has allowed us to reduce the time for authorization for claims in the corporate health policies from anywhere between 1 to 4 hours to about less than 2 minutes. So that, from a customer servicing point of view, also it's a great tool to have.
Right. Okay. And finally, I'm going to give 30 seconds to each one of you as we get wrap-up comments. What is that one step one small but significant step that you're looking to take in the new normal to ensure that your business is future-proofed? And Kaizad, if we can start with you.
Yeah, I will keep it rather simple. The one step that organization should take is to digitize the physical and humanize the digital. Remember, life insurance it does deal with human beings, and therefore the human element should never be lost, irrespective of the force multiplier that technology provides.
Right. Girish, what about you?
Yeah, I think as we are digitizing more and more physical process, I think one thing that we need to look at very significantly is how to make use of the automation rather than just recreate the physical process in the digital world. How to make it better when we do it digitally.
Okay. Sachin?
I think in the new world, how does digital help your customers is paramount because you need to cater to the customer needs. And for that, important to accelerate the pace of automation, improve automation velocity, which I believe by democratizing automation, which tools like these can support and help, definitely will help us going future.
Right. Kirti, what is the one step you are looking to take in the new world to future-proof your business?
So I think all the face-to-face interactions, be it with the employee, the advisors, or the prospect customers, okay, have moved to non-face-to-face. How do we ensure that we build the trust in this virtual engagement, which is missing today? Is, I think, one thing that we need to focus on. And how do we engage with our employees? I think that is another thing that I think we should focus on.
All right. Build trust, engage with employees. What about you, Mayank?
I think all the organizations exist for their customers. So how do we actually simplify the overall the customer experience? How do we enrich it using automation, intelligent automation, is what I think is going to be really a key thing for us to future-proof our business.
Right. And Milan, while it's a great time for your business, the pandemic has really given a boost to technologies of all kinds. What is the one step that you are looking to take in the new normal?
I think unleash the power of technology, as everybody agrees on, but ensure that the human capacity is enhanced and the skills are added, so that you have a better engagement, better decisions per se. We've always talked about it, but here, if we recently said that if not now, when? This is the time where take the technology in and just upscale your human capabilities, both from a skill and engagement point of view.
Right. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, gentlemen. Thanks, Kirti, for sharing your valuable insights on the future of insurance and the role that robotic process automation will play in its journey. It's been a pleasure talking to all of you. Until next time, thanks for joining us. Goodbye.
Automation Anywhere presents Future Ready India in collaboration with CNBC TV 18 and Forbes India, the future of insurance. Focus, ideate, innovate, enable.